Let's wait.
Okay.
Just wait 1 minute for people to come in.
Okay, let me mute myself.
Awesome. We can get started. Anointing and Michael are going to be introducing wallets and exchanges in their part 2 of their blockchain technology workshop series. I'll let them start.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. For today's series, I'll be starting. Like our last series, we are bringing blockchain to the community again. For those the newbies, for those that want to learn about this new beginning. So this is blockchain technology part 2. In the first part, the first series which we started last week, we had few discussions about the blockchain. We introduced the blockchain basically. We talked about the ledger. We also mentioned few opportunities and career opportunities also in the blockchain space. Talked about the future of blockchain. We also mentioned like I said before, the opportunities you can get in the space. And also we talked about the history of blockchain and Bitcoin. So now for today, we're going to be talking majorly on these few things you can see on the screen. I don't know, can you hear me, everybody? If you can hear me,
Yes, we can hear you.
Just say hi. So I don't know. Okay. All right. So, all right. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on. For today's agenda, we'll be talking basically about the blockchain wallets. That's moving on from where we stopped last time. We introduced some of this last time in our meeting, but we're going to be digging deep into some of it today. So we're talking about the blockchain wallets, some categories and types of blockchain wallets. We're going to be also talking about centralized and decentralized wallets and exchanges we can find in blockchain space. And we're going to give some advantages and disadvantages also concerning the exchanges and decentralized and decentralized wallets. So we can make your choice on the one you think you can work with better. We're not giving any financial advice, but just have to, we're just leading you through a path, then you make your own research and know what is going to be best for you. Yeah, we're going to talk about the wallet basically today. Okay, thank you very much. Next slide. Next slide, please, Michael. This previous one before this. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Okay, starting up. Blockchain wallets. What are blockchain wallets? It's written here, digital wallet that allows users to store their digital assets. Basically, that's just it. Blockchain wallet and digital wallets. They are let you, like we mentioned in the last series, in the last meeting, that you can use, basically you can store your funds in wallets like this and you have control over them. You don't need the banks. You don't need anybody to move your funds for you. You can basically do everything yourself. So blockchain wallet is bringing that to you. Blockchain wallet is written here again. A digital wallet which you can use to store your digital assets. There are various digital assets from the coins, the tokens, NFTs, which is basically taking over the market currently. NFTs are looking at the non-fundable tokens. So blockchain wallets basically allows users to store and manage their Bitcoin, their Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies, basically any cryptocurrency you might think of, anyone that is out there. Yeah, that's my computer sound. Sorry, I think that's just message popping up. Sorry about that. I'm turn it on. Okay, moving on. Then also a blockchain wallet, this also allows it to transfer cryptocurrency and the ability to convert them from one currency, one cryptocurrency to the other, or from a fiat currency to another. These opportunities blockchain wallets can bring to you. Okay, next slide. All right. Categories of blockchain wallet. This I'll try my best to be very short with this one because I actually have a lot to talk about this. Okay, let's start with the soft wallets. The software hot wallet, which can also be known as hot wallets. The hot wallet is more like let's say an internet wallet, if I can put it that way. More like an internet wallet, more like in our last series, I likened it onto the computer system. You can say it's more like the software appliances which you have. That's the wallet inside of the wallet inside the internet. They are not hardware devices. You can basically control your phone from anywhere you find the internet and you have a device that can connect to the internet. You can control your phones. You can make transactions from there. So those are software which are also the hot wallets. Then the hardware, which are also known as cold wallets, are those which require you to have physical hardware, like physical appliances, which can store your points. And for the hardware, this is more like it's used basically for those that have large amounts of crypto, very large amount of cryptocurrencies. Because the hardware, okay, one advantage for the software parts now, it's the security compared to the hardware, it's low. Because for the software, now anybody with your password or your private key basically can access your wallet and take charge of it and do it with your funds. That's where the cybersecurity stuff and all that comes in. But for the hardware now, if they want to take your coin or your funds or anything that belongs to you or a cryptocurrency, they will have to steal the hardware device physically. So you can save them anywhere, you can save them, you can bury them under the ground if you like. If nobody knows it's there, it's safe for you there. Okay, then moving on to the types of wallets. To the types, as you can see on the screen, we have the mobile, the web extension, and the desktop. These types here are likened onto the software, which are also the hot wallets. Now for the web extensions, anywhere you find okay, that's basically for the laptops and the computer systems. You can there are web extensions, also known as decentralized wallets. Also, you can basically connect to the internet with your system, and you have access to the funds, and you can do any transaction you wish to do with your with web extensions. While for the mobile phones, this is more like mobile phones and the desktop. They are more like the same thing. For those ones, you might need applications which you can use to. All right. You might need applications which you can use, physical applications which you can use to make your transactions. And this will also for sure require passwords and private keys. So next slide, please. So, all right, blockchain wallets. Now, talking about centralized blockchain wallets. This is kind of a tricky part. So I've gotten many questions from this part. Talking about centralized wallets, we are trying to build the idea that this system, this new era, is a decentralized system. And here we are talking about centralized wallets. So what's the difference? centralized wallets and the banks which we are trying, which we are saying they are centralized and they can basically do away with our funds and everything. And we come here and we say we have centralized wallets. But I'm going to break it down anyway. So, okay, as it's written here, a centralized wallet or exchange, there's a centralized body that governs and maintains control over all activities done in the wallet. Now, in the centralized wallet, some investors, some people into the blockchain space, like I mentioned before, find it very conflicting. But what it means, basically, in a centralized wallet, you can trade your crypto there. You can do some other form of transaction, like in a centralized wallet, is where you can do these threats to crypto, like your local currency, and basically change it to your cryptocurrency in your centralized wallet, and from your cryptocurrency, you can change back to your fiat currency. In this function, basically, it's not there in the decentralized wallet, which I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes. But in a centralized wallet, you get to have these advantages over the decentralized wallet. But one later, I'm still going to talk about lay more emphasis on the advantages and disadvantages. But for now, I'm just throwing more lights. Okay, sorry. Can you hear me louder now? Please, I need your response if you can hear me louder. All right, thank you very much. Like I was saying, I'm going to throw more light on the advantages and disadvantages later on in just a few minutes, because this is really conflicting for everybody. For most newbies who get in this space, they tend to be like, you say this is decentralized, but then you're talking about centralized wallets. What's the difference? It's just basically like the banks. You have to trust the exchange. Let me use the word exchange. You have to trust the exchange which you're going to be keeping your funds or saving your funds with, and you have to trust the other person on the other side which you're going to be trading with. But in a centralized wallet, that's where you get to change your fiat currencies and all. So let's go to the next slide. I'll do more on the advantages, then you get more understanding on it. All right, private keys. I failed to mention in a centralized wallet. The private keys basically is managed by the third party, because in a centralized wallet, that's where you find the third party. The third party basically the exchange, just like the bank. As the bank is the third party, you go there to trade or to make any exchange. The bank will be the locals call it escrows, the people in the middle, man in the middle, is going to help pass this transaction. So those are the exchanges. That is the major duty, and they are in charge of the private keys. That's basically they are in charge of your account. They manage your funds for you, just like the bank, like I said. So for the private keys part, in the centralized wallet, the exchanges are in charge of the private keys, but in a decentralized wallet, you are in charge of the private key. You get a private key and you get to keep them and store them in a place you think you are the safest. Now, talking about private keys are cryptographic passwords that contain strings of numbers and alphabets generated by the blockchain to help secure wallets from unauthorized access. Like I said before, these private keys are there for security purposes. They're there to help you secure your funds, and because private key, like it's written here, different strings of numbers. No two persons can have same private keys. You get random words, sometimes you get random figures, random words, all linked together just like that. And like I said before, no two persons can get the same private keys. So this helps you keep your wallet safe. Thank you. Next slide, please. All right. In a decentralized wallet, In a decentralized wallet or exchange, the user has full control and access to private keys. The user is in charge with keeping his wallet safe, and in a decentralized wallet, a decentralized wallet does not have access to your information or funds. Unlike the centralized wallet now, the exchange rather, like I said before, is in charge of the funds because they hold your private key. So they are the middlemen, but then they are in charge of the funds also, just like the banks. But in a decentralized wallet or system, they are not in charge of the funds. You own a private key, they don't have anything to do with your funds. You take charge of everything, basically. You have the key to your wallet. You can make transactions anywhere and everywhere you go because you have a private key, and you basically you're in charge of the funds. That is the system we are trying to build, the decentralized wallet. But then we still need decentralized wallets, the exchanges for some major transactions, which we are going to get, I believe, in the next slide. Let's go to the next slide, please. Right. Got it. Advantages of centralized. This sixth wallet there is a centralized wallet or exchange. Now, some advantages we can get in this tutorial, like I said before, I'm going to lay more emphasis on this, so we try to get major difference between the two. Trading volume. In a centralized wallet, we get to trade, like I mentioned before, you get to trade your fiat currencies to your cryptocurrencies, and from cryptocurrencies to fiat currencies. You get to also trade different coins, different tokens, different cryptocurrencies you are holding or you want to. Maybe you see a project that has a coin or a token, and you feel that project or that token is going to be something better in the nearest future, or you feel it's going to have a very move to the upward side, you can basically buy them in a centralized wallet. You can trade them with other tokens you are holding. You can trade them with your USDT, with your Bitcoin, whatever token or coin you're holding in a centralized wallet. This gives you the opportunity to trade very easy. Okay, like it's written here already, easy to use. They have wonderful platforms like basic user interface. You can just go in there and you can find a way through everything. The trading, everything is very easy and very easy to access. These are some of the opportunities that centralized wallet can bring to us, unlike the decentralized wallet, which I'm going to talk about in a few moments now. Centralized wallet gives you, lots of futures. You can trade futures there also. Now, futures are more like, I don't know, for those that are maybe if you're not really into the crypto space, you might have a basic idea about the Forex trading, foreign exchange trading. So it's more the futures now is liking onto that. Basically, you can trade like the Forex trader, but now you're trading cryptos, you're trading cryptocurrencies. So those are for the advantages of centralized wallets. Let's go to the next slide. Disadvantages of centralized wallets. Now, in a centralized wallet, this is where you get the KYC policy. That's know your customer policy. Okay, let me liken it like this. Just like the banks again, where you have to trust the bank. If you are going to bank with the bank, you just have to trust the bank for you to keep your funds there and save your funds there, right? This is the same idea. You have to trust the exchange which you are going to keep your funds with, and for you to trust them, they have to trust you too. They have to know you're not a robot. That's the idea behind KYC. They have to know that you're not just some computer system that's trying to hack into their system or something like that. They have to trust you, just the way you have to trust them. So that's where the KYC policy comes in. For them, for the exchanges, you basically can go online and search and get all the info you can get about them, do your own research on them, and basically know if you are going to trust them or not, because we have different forms of exchanges. I think in the last part of the slide, they're going to talk more on the different kind of exchanges, centralized or decentralized exchanges which you can use. So you get to make your own research and choose for yourself the one you think is going to be best for you. So that's just the basic idea behind the KYC policy. The custodian, another disadvantage of decentralized wallet is the custodian wallet. Now for the custodian, this basically means they have your key, they have your access to your private key. And basically what you just have to do here is just protect yourself the best way you can with your device, maybe your phone or your laptop. Just protect yourself with basic passwords there. But the main access to your phones, which are your private keys, they are in charge of it. So they are also in charge of the phones. That's another disadvantage of centralized wallet. Then prone to hacks. For the centralized wallet, whenever one thing you must have in the back of your mind also is if they suffer any cyber security, if they suffer any cyber crime, it's going to affect you also, because if they get hacked and some funds are made away with, your funds are also going to be affected. Basically, that's just it, because they are in charge of the funds. So if whenever they get hacked, people get into their system, your funds are going to be affected for sure. So that is another disadvantage of centralized wallets. Withdrawal and deposit suspension, just like the okay, let me use, I don't know if you've heard of Binance, because this, like I said, is a basic blockchain teaching. So I'm going to assume some of us have not heard of it, but for those that have, okay, if you know about Binance, Binance is a centralized wallet. I'm using Binance because Binance is more like at the top of the chain currently, like it's more like the best exchange out there currently. So that's why I'm using them for this example. There are sometimes they might go into maintenance, and they have to suspend some points. They have to suspend trading for some points. They have to suspend withdraw and deposit for some points, or basically they go into maintenance and they have to stop trading for some particular, and maybe let's say you want to trade this particular point, you hope that this thing is going to go further, but because of some internal issues or something, they have to stop that, or maybe having issues currently with the project, they have to suspend the trading. These are some of the disadvantages we get from centralized wallets. Then financial regulations, this one is likened to the place you are staying, like in Nigeria currently, I think there are some, not just Nigeria, we also have some other countries like that, that's trying to place ban on crypto currency, basically. So this might bring some basic regulations that, just like Binance, okay, now we cannot trade first Nigerian currencies, which is the NGN. We can't trade that for in Binance. We can't use our cards basically to purchase some cryptos in Binance because it's banned. So this might also affect decentralized wallets. Let's go to the next slide, please. Michael, right. Okay, advantages of decentralized wallet. I think Michael is going to take from here because I think my time is.
Thank you.
Sorry, because we started it. Yeah, we started it, so I'm trying to rush up everything. So I think Michael is going to take from this.
Yes, thank you very much, Nathan. Thank you for the presentation. And I would like to welcome everybody once again to this webinar supported by Covalent for the Alchemist program. Now I will start like this, a little recap from here. Which is going to be on a demo basis. I'm going to show you little things about what he has talked about. I'm going to be starting with Binance, let me put up the screen. I would like to put on the screen now. Please hold on a bit. Let me get the screen up and running. Okay. Get it up and running. Please hold on. Okay, I think I should be ready. Now, can you see my screen? I'm sure you guys can see my screen, my new screen right here. Okay, yes. Now I'm going to start with Binance, which is the major centralized exchange, which he talked about. Now, as he said, centralized exchange keep hold of your private key. As a user, you just download the app and register. And as you can see here, you see something showing as intermediate verified. That means I've done some level of KYC here. I'm going to show you some KYC issues here. Now let me click this. Okay, sorry, that's an error. Okay, now you can see that this is my verification status on Binance. I've used my ID card to verify, and I've gotten this intermediate verified status. That means SEC would have my information stored on their network. So unlike a centralized wallet where I don't need to use my my ID or any form of ID to register and have a limit or increase my limits. Now, Binance, you can see there are a lot of features here. One of the advantages of using a centralized exchange is this. Look at the various features here. Now you can see here margin trading. Later, you can see margin trading. You can see features like we talked about earlier, which are not available on decentralized exchanges. Now, here you can also go to P2P, where it's easy for you to sell your coins to your fiat. It's very easy to change your coins, your tokens to your fiat. This regarding to your country. Now you can see this is selected as Naira here. So you can decide to hold on my system. Okay. I'm having issues with my connection. Hold on a bit. I'm coming, please. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm connected back again. Okay. Now, as I was saying, if you click if you see, you can see the Naira here at the top here, where you can select the currency for your country. You can see various currency here, which you can select. And P2P means peer-to-peer. P2P is called peer-to-peer, where you sell coins for fiat. You can also sell tokens to tokens, and also from fiat to another type of fiat. So that's basically another feature which is available on centralized exchange and it's not available on decentralized exchange. Now, another feature I'm going to show you guys is this. Now, the market, go to the market, you can see various tokens here. Let us see, BAKE and USDT. You can swap easily from one coin to another here on your spot wallet. You can either buy or you can either sell. Sorry about that. Let me just confirm this. Okay, you can see all these various rules and regulations. Sorry about that. Now you can see I can buy a BAKE token with USDT, and I can also sell BAKE token with USDC, which is a common Theta. Now it's easy to convert from one token to another. You can also check another features here, which is convert. You can see convert. You can see the list of coins you can convert here. Various amount of coins you can convert here, notwithstanding the network or the blockchain which the tokens are being built. You can change from one block to another quite easily, which is one of the main reasons why I use centralized exchange myself, because there are also other ways to use it on decentralized exchange, but it's expensive. We call it bridge. We are bridging from one blockchain to another. I think in the next class, we are going to be having talking about different blockchains available, the most popular ones. We're going to talk about close to 7 or 8 different blockchain. Now you can see the maximum you can convert here and the minimum to maximum, and you can convert it to any other token, and it's quite cheap. I can say it's quite cheap, or it's quite free of charge. So the other ones here is the margin, which I showed earlier, and the future, and we can see the fiat easily later. Sorry about that. Which you can use to buy. You can use your ATM card to buy. Or do we have it here? You can use your ATM card to buy your tokens, or you can sell your crypto to your fiat, your selected currency. You can see here you have various type of currency which is not available on centralized exchange. And he talked about the disadvantages also, which you don't have access to your private key. And for example, here, the major issue currently happening since a week ago is the withdrawing of what do we have it here? The withdrawing of, let me show you. The withdrawing of what do you call it? FTM on Binance. FTM, it has been suspended. I think, okay. You understand? Okay, I think I have an issue there with that. I wish I can show you an example of suspension. Now on centralized exchange, they can just wake up in any time and just tell you that we've suspended withdrawals of this token, and you might need to withdraw that token for an important use, which will be rendered useless. But with a decentralized exchange or wallet, you have access to your token. No one can hold your token or suspend you from withdrawing your token. It is one of the major reasons why I don't basically put my funds on on centralized exchange, because they can just suspend my withdrawals at any point in time. So that's basically it about Binance. It's one of the best decentralized exchange. Now, another reason I'm going to tell you guys, as a newbie, you can see it's quite easy to navigate around this centralized exchange. Unlike decentralized exchange, you can see everything here, deposit here, do this, P2P trading, everything is listed here and it's easy to navigate through. You can also see the current price of BTC to this, to BUSD, all different, many features here. And I can say Binance is the most rich centralized exchange. Another one we have here is what we call MEXC. Okay, this is another centralized exchange which I use. So I also use OCake, but the basic one I use is Binance, because it has so many features, and especially P2P. Once I need to move my funds, my coins from change it to Naira so I can see something, I can spend my funds, I use Binance to do that. So moving on from that, let's now look at the most popular decentralized exchange or wallets, which is what we call the Trust Wallet. Now, the Trust Wallet is a basic and easy, or the most popular decentralized wallet we have in the world right now on Play Store. Now you can get this on Play Store easily. just go to your Play Store and search for Trust Wallet. You can see that. Please make sure you download the right ones on your mobile device. There are some copycats there, which you shouldn't try and download those. If you do that and you input your keys, you'll be in trouble. Now, the next popular one I'm going to be talking about is SafePal. You can see SafePal also. So these are two centralized, and the third one is Metamask. These are three major decentralized wallets I use. Now let's go back to Trust Wallet and I show you some little things there. Now you can see Trust Wallet here. You can see Wallet at the bottom here. You can see the apps, decks, and settings. Now, as a new user, you won't see this. Now let me show you what you're going to see as a new user. When you go here, when you click, okay, you see, this is what you see as a new user. You see create wallet. I already have a wallet. If you have a wallet, that means you're not a new user. Now let's start with create a wallet. Once you click create a wallet, you see here back up your wallet now. In the next step, you will see 12 words that allows you to recover your wallet. Now, these 12 words are very, very, very important to you because it serves as the key to your wallet, the key to your funds. Without this phase, these 12 phrases, you would lose your funds in that particular wallet. So you click I understand that if I lose my recovery words, you can see here, I will not be able to access my wallet. So there's a warning there already. Then you click continue. Now you can see this due to security reasons from where I'm using to share this on my phone is blank here, but the next page is going to show you your 12 recovery phrases where you need to copy down and write. You need to copy it out and write it somewhere. Now, once you've created your wallet successfully, you now have something like what I have down back here. Now something like this. Now you talked about NFT briefly. Now this is where you see your NFT. When you go to collectibles, you see NFT. So as a newbie, you can see that this is quite different from Binance, which everything is slated at a page where you can easily navigate from one section to another. And you can see fiat here. That's one disadvantage of decentralized exchange. But the most important advantage is only your private keys. As I said earlier, I talked about private key, string of numbers and alphabets, which secure your wallets from anyone. Now, the private key and the 12-word phrase are kind of similar. So in the next series also, we talk about that fully. Now, if you go to the apps here, let's move on to the apps. You see major the apps here. What's the full meaning of the app? The full meaning of the app is called decentralized applications. You can see various decentralized applications under this section of the apps where you can use and connect to trade from one token to another. Now, the most popular one right now, I think, should be Uniswap and PancakeSwap. Uniswap and PancakeSwap. So let us try PancakeSwap. Now you can see here at the top here, you'd see a logo here, a Binance logo. So that means this is a network, this is a blockchain I'm working on. If I want to change it, once I click there, you can see I can change to any of the other blockchain network available on Trust Wallet. And you can see here you select your token. So it's quite easy. Let's select BNB. So you want to change BNB to BUSD. You can just click and select the amount you want to convert. And mind you, you need gas fee, which is something really, really difficult. But on Binance Smart Chain, gas fee is quite low, and which is good. You can do that easily with your decentralized wallet. But with ETH, which is this Uniswap, gas fee is high. For you to change one token to another, you'll be spending more than the amount of token you are trying to change. Excuse me, in order to change from one token to another, which is not so on your centralized wallet. You can change easily from one network to another, and when you're changing, it doesn't involve gas fee. They can put a little fee of less than $1, but on ATH right now, the gas fee spike is really terrible, and the best place to run to is the decentralized wallet. So anything I want to do on the Ethereum blockchain, I do that on my centralized wallet. So that's basically it. Now, another one I didn't really show you is the token pockets. You also have token pockets. Token pockets also good. When you're creating wallets, you can create various types of blockchain, various type of network on the blockchain via your token pockets. Unlike the Trust wallets, which you can only create from Ethereum. Now you can see here, you can create BTC, EOS, Tron, Echo Chain, Binance Chain, Cake Chain, Matic Chain, Clayton, Cake Old Chain, Polkadot, Kusama, Smart Chain. Various chains here can be easily created on token pockets. So from one decentralized wallet to another, these are my favorite wallets I use on crypto. I use these wallets as depending on what I need at a particular time. Now, if I need Ocean wallet address easily, I just go to Token Pocket and create one, or import my wallets down there. So the next thing I'm going to move into, I'm going to show you guys. We talked about hardware wallets in the last class. I'm going to be showing you guys something for you to see. Now I'm starting my video. Okay. Now we talk about the SafePal and some other wallet. Now I've gotten the SafePal wallet here with me. It arrived here last week. I got this for this program. Now another issue with wallet is this: hardware wallets are not free, unlike software wallets. And so this one is, I got this for $50 just for this presentation. I can see it is still intact. It is still new. I'm just trying to show you guys how a wallet really looks like. I'm going to open it and show you guys my new wallet. As we talked about these in the previous class, that hardware wallets are called cold wallets because they are not connected to the internet, unlike software wallets, which are termed hot wallets, which are connected to the internet and prone to cyber attack. You can see here, my wallet is here. My SafePal wallet is here. You can see here, my SafePal wallet is here. My SafePal wallet, can you see it? Can you see it, guys? Can you see it? So this is my wallet. Yes, that's good. It comes with the charger to connect to my device, maybe for my mobile phone or to my laptop. I can connect it easily to any of those two. Now, this is just one part of various hardware wallets available. We have the Trezor also, and we have the Ledger wallet. In the next class, I'm going to try and show you how to start up using the SafePal wallets. I'll try and get the Trezor if it's available before the next class. I'm going to get it and also show you how to use that also. So thank you for that. Now, the next thing is this. Let's move on to the next thing. I'm going to show you another news. I'm going to take you back to the other slide. I'm sorry for the crappy presentation style. Okay, now let me change my share back to this. Okay, now we are back to this. Yes, advantages, he has talked about that. No, advantages of the trading volume, advantage of SEC wallets, the trading volume there. Let me switch, okay. Sorry, now we can continue. Now, the advantages of SEC wallets, I think he has talked about that. The trading volume is high. You can trade easily from fiat to crypto, crypto to crypto. Okay, yes. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, disadvantages, I think he has talked about that also. Now, advantages of decentralized wallets. Like I said earlier, you don't need an ID card to create one, to create your soft wallet, to create your decentralized wallet. You don't need ID card. I showed you earlier, Binance is showing intermediate verified. That means I use my ID card to do that. Now, security, I own my private key. And if I misplace my private key, I know that I'm in charge of the security and it's my fault for losing the key. Decentralized finance and NFT integration. Now, this is a more, NFT is a more, DeFi and NFT is a really large area which we'll talk about at the fourth, I think the fourth episode of our presentation. Now let's move on to the next slide. Yeah. Now, disadvantage of centralized wallets. I've basically shown you guys and talked about it a little bit in my demo. Now, limited trading. Now you can see from the last slide I showed you guys, from the last screen I shared on my phone, on my mobile device, where I went to the apps, the centralized applications. Uniswap, I showed you Uniswap, I showed you PancakeSwap. You could see OpenOcean also. They have limited trading capability of funds. Now the efficiency also is not there. Now the one I really hate, and I think most people will hate, is this gas fee. Gas fee by miners. Gas fee is very terrible, especially on the Ethereum blockchain, where I'd want to change a token of $20 to another token, and I'll be saying $100 as a gas fee. I'm going to pay $100 to change a $20 token. Where is the sense in that? So I rather leave that blockchain to my centralized exchange instead of on decentralized exchange. Now, using popular hardware wallets. Now I've shown you guys the SafePal S1. The Trezor and Ledger I don't have currently. I've ordered one, but it hasn't gotten down to me. Using popular hardware wallets. Now, I'm going to show you more about using the SafePal in the next episode. Now, let's move on to the next slide. Now, Trust Wallets. Yes, Trust Wallets. Talk about Trust Wallet. I showed you how to create a wallet as a newbie. And you can see, if you're not a newbie, you see how to import your wallet. You see import wallets at that creation page. Trust Wallets, SafePal, Metamask, Token, and Token Pocket are the 5 major centralized wallets, software wallets I use. Now let's move on to the next one. Now, this is web extension. I'm going to show you a little demo here also, using the Metamask and the Solid extension. Now let me change my view. Let me change my view to where I'm going to need this. Okay. Please hold on a minute for that. Hold on a minute. Okay, let me stop share and do that. Okay, please hold on. I'm sorry for the okay. Okay, I'm going to share now. Sharing. Okay, I hope you guys can see my new screen. My new screen is up. Okay, good. Now let's move on. Now, you can see here at the top here, I have some various extension here. You can see the Metamask here, the Kepler here, and this is the plug wallets. Now let's go to the Metamask. Now, before that, how to download and start using the web wallets, how to download and start using it. You need to download the extension from Google, from Chrome. Go to Metamask web extension, search for Metamask web extension. Now you go to this one, Metamask Chrome web store. You can see here, you can see mine is showing removed because I've installed it. Now you're in your own as a new user, you see add. So you click on add and it will download and install on your system. That's basically how you do it for any other wallets. You go to their Chrome web store, or you go to the specified website for that wallet and download the extension for it, and it will be available on your phone. You create a wallet or you import your wallet, like I showed you earlier. You create or import your wallet into it, and you can start using your the web extension on your PC or your mobile device. On mobile device, I would advise using the Yandex Alpha is the best. If you try using Chrome or your mobile device, it doesn't really go well with what do you call it? Doesn't really go well with MetaMask extension and all other extensions. So I use, when I can't access my laptop or any bigger screen, I use Yandex Alpha on Play Store. I use Yandex Alpha. I install it similarly like this. I select desktop view. So now let's go into MetaMask full. And you can see here, this is my MetaMask wallet. You can see the fox is following my arrow. Okay, you can see the decentralized web awaits you. Now let us log in and see some things here. Let's log in and see some things here. Okay, unlock. Now you can see here, this is my wallet, this is account one. You can see copy. You can copy your wallet easily, your wallet address easily. Now, address is something, another thing I would like to run through in this presentation also. Address is like your bank account number. I'm not sure if we talked about it in the last episode. It's like your bank account number, your crypto, your wallet address. You give your wallet address to anyone to send in tokens into. Each person has a specific wallet address assigned to the wallet. Now, let's move on. You can see various, okay, I don't need to talk about the networks here. I think we'll talk about that in the next episode. Now, you can see if you go to account settings. Now, for security purposes, as a newbie, when you use MetaMask, you can unlink your accounts from this, from various sites that you have connected to. Now click on connected sites, and you can see here, I'm connected to testnet.raise.network. Now I can just click delete easily here, and it will disconnect my wallet from that site. Now when I go back there, I won't be able to see my wallet connected to that site anymore. So that's how to keep your wallet safe, especially your web wallet. I don't think it's available on mobile device. I tried it on mobile device and it's not working quite as well as using the web wallet. So I use the web wallet to disconnect. Now, you can see here, if you want, let me show you how to create an account here. Click on create account, okay? They name the accounts, account 2. Now it has created, oh, it's not new. It should have given me the private key. Should have given me the phase. Now let me show you what the private key it was talking about earlier. Now you can see the private key for this wallet because it's quite new. don't really use it. Now, when we go down to this place, okay, hold on. I'm looking for where it's located. Okay, hold on. It's located somewhere here. Okay, now let me go back to the first one and see how to get that. Okay, settings. No, not that type of settings. Sorry about that. Let's go back in there. Okay, security and privacy. Now I can see that right now. Now, if you click on review secret recovery phase, it will show the 12 words that secures my wallet. I don't think I just share that, even though it's the new wallet. I don't think I should just share that right now. So that's where you can get your private key as a newbie. If you need your private key, again, maybe you misplaced it and you still have access to the wallet, just go to settings and go to under security and privacy. Then you see your phrase easily, your recovery phase or your private key easily over there. So that's it for Metamask. Now let's move on to, let's go to Kepler. Now this is on Cosmos chain. Now let us log in into this and see this also. Okay. I think we unlock. Okay. Now you can see it's on Cosmos chain. We will talk about the chain more deeply in the next episode of this series. Now you can see this also another aspect, another wallet, another web wallet you can use easily on your PC. You can send, you can deposit. You click on deposit, you see your wallet address here. See your wallet address easily, and you copy it and send to the sender. So you be the receiver. On other wallets like the Metamask here, you see you can see your wallet's address here. You can copy it here. So you can see it's different for Kepler here. You can see the interface. So these are different UI for different platforms. Now also on Metamask, you can swap your tokens. You go to swap here. It's a new feature. I think it's just it was put in here not more than 5 months ago, or less than 5 months ago. You can swap from a token to another easily from here. Now let's select the covalent token. Only verified on one source. Okay, continue. You can see you can swap easily on your Metamask web wallet. Let's cancel that and move on. Now the next wallet I'm going to show you is the plug. Now this is for ICP. This is for ICP blockchain. Let's log in and see that also. Sorry about that. Okay, let me log in and see that and show you that. Now let's unlock. Now you can see another beautiful and interesting interface. You can see ICP. If you want to deposit, you click deposit and select the token you want to deposit right here. And close. This also has NFT. I didn't show you the one on Metamask. I'll show you that later. Now activity, okay. Different apps, also like the apps on Trust Wallet. So these are 3 extension I have here. We also have a lot more. Now the next one I'll show you is not an extension, but I don't have the extension here, but I think I can get it. Let's do that right now. Sollet.io. Don't let me ignore. Now I have one already here on this system. I just have to log in. Let me try putting in the Sollet extension. Sollet extension. Now let's search for that and do that. Okay. On Chrome, make sure you download from Chrome Store or from the website. Okay. Now you can see. Now let us do it from the beginning. Now you click on Add to Chrome. Select Add Extension. You can see it's downloading. I'm going to add the extension to my wallet. Now it has been added, and I can easily let me put that. Let me pin it to the tax bar here. Now I can easily create a select wallet from here. Now I think someone has a question. I'll try and I think I should entertain questions here. Does anybody have any question or anything to ask me right now before I move on? Any question? Any question? Hope you guys are following. Any question?
I think Namdi raised his hand and I let him come up on stage. I'm going to ask him to unmute.
Okay.
It's like also if he has a question and he wants to type it instead, he can do that. Hey,
Hello.
Namdi.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you, Namdi. I think the network is bad on his end. I think network is bad. Okay. Once he's back,
think you can just type if he can't speak. So.
Yes, you can type the question. If you are listening to us, you can type the question. Now, let me just continue with this. Now, earlier I couldn't show you the this year is called seed word year. Earlier on Trust Wallet is called seed phrase or security phrase, private key. They are all secure. They are all the ways to secure your wallet from anyone. You can see your private key are only stored on your current computer. You need this for to restore your wallet. Now, please, it's very, very important you don't lose this. It's very, very important you don't lose it. Very, very important you do not lose it. So that's how you create a sole wallet. Now let me expand the view. Now when you expand, you click I have saved this. I have not saved it. I can just copy it out and save, or you can download the backup mnemonic file. Mnemonic file, yes. You can download it. I think it's required for me to download it. Then you click on continue and the wallet will be created. I don't think I want to create any wallet right now. So that's basically how to create a wallet on Solid. In the next series, I'm going to show you more. Let us go back to our slide. Enough of demo for now. Hold on, let me change. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. Okay, now let me just share. Now I'm back to sharing. Here's now where I want to go to. Okay, this is where we stopped earlier. The using of the web extension, the web or extension wallets. Now we've talked about using popular set wallet. I showed you guys Binance, Make, and Okik on my mobile device. I also use AscendX also. Now this, let me just explain again briefly how I use this centralized exchange. We are telling you that centralized exchange is not good, but most of them have started integrating some decentralized futures into their exchange just to make sure people can use them. Now we use them, or I can say I basically use them due to the fact that they have many futures, and most especially the major reason I use them is changing my crypto to fiat. Very, very necessary. I don't keep my funds on a centralized exchange. I keep it on my decentralized exchange, and now that I've gotten a hardware wallet just for this presentation, I'm going to start keeping my funds on this hardware wallet because it's safer. Like we explained from the last episode, it's safer to keep your funds, no matter how little it is your funds, and it should be precious to you. $100 is as important to me as $1 million. I can keep my $100 in my hardware wallet. And I think the Trezor is around $150 to $170 or so. So different value for different hardware wallets. Now, why I recommend this safe part is because it is being backed by Binance, the #1 centralized exchange. And it has some good features. You can go to Google and check some features out of some features of SafePal and see this how secured it is. It's very secured, and I like it, and it's good. I've not started using it, but I have some friends that are using it. I just got mine for this presentation, and I can't wait to start using it. Now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, I think that's all. That's all for now. Any question from anybody before we round up?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael and Anointing.
Yeah.
I see that there are 2 hands. Namdi
Yeah.
has his hand raised. If Namdi, if you can type in your question, and Anowesu, I'll also allow him to talk, to come up on the stage, to ask his question. Oh wait, so you should have received a notification. I think Nelson also asked a question as well.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I want to ask question concerning those that want to venture into future trading and margin trading. What does it take to go into that, and what are the requirements, the basic requirements? Thank you.
Michael and Anointing, do you guys get that? You guys are both muted.
Hello?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you
Yes, I
now.
can hear you.
Okay, if I got that right, you're asking for the basic requirements to go into crypto future trading, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for you to trade, you have to know what you're doing, especially when you're going into futures. It's not like buying a cryptocurrency and holding, just like people say it out there. Some persons will just tell you that it's just to buy and hold. It's that easy. So it's not just like that. If you want to go into futures, you basically have to know what you're doing. You have to learn. We're not here to give you financial advice. We're not here to show you how to trade. That's not the aim at all. So you have to learn on your own. Some persons use several strategies to do that. Some use indicators, some use bots to do that, on these trading bots. But I personally, if I'm to tell you anything, I'll just say you learn on your own. And I wouldn't also advise, some persons also do this signal stuff. They give free signals or paid for signals. I don't also advise that. I'll just say you learn. There are several courses out there. You can take any course on trading, you study the market on your own, and with time you get a hang of it and you can start trading. But I wouldn't advise you rush into it, especially if you're a newbie. You don't rush into it. You're going to lose a lot of money. Yeah, you're going to lose a lot of money if you rush into it. So just take your time, you learn, and then you'll know when you're ready. Thank you.
Okay. I guess it's Michael, right?
No, it's
Hello?
Anointed that spoke with you.
Okay, Anointed. Thank you very much, Anointed. Moving forward, I still want to ask, like, most of us are quite new into the crypto space, and we still find it difficult in getting coaching and tutorage in this crypto thing, because not everybody that understand the blockchain technology and how it works. I want to ask, is there any, aside this webinar, is there any other platform where we can easily get those things, those knowledge we desire to learn concerning the blockchain technology and understanding the various analysis and candlesticks? Is there any other platform that is quite organized for this purpose?
Answering that your question, I'll answer it like this. Well, as a newbie, there are various platforms where you can learn. I think the number one should be, for me, should be Binance. I think they have Binance study something, or they have a program where you can study as a newbie, study some things, some acronyms, and some basic things you need to start your journey. And myself, practically myself, I have a group in which I take people around me and also people, my friends, which are not around me. I take them on starting the crypto life. I give them examples of how I do things and what
Okay,
I don't
please,
do.
I would love to join.
Okay, no problem. You can contact me on Discord for that. So I do that to make sure that everybody will be safe and people can start coming into crypto, and global adoption is getting nearer, and very soon it's going to be possible. Now, moving to the next question of Ewusu, if I'm right, said which is the safest wallet to use. Now, this seminar today is just to show you the advantages and disadvantages of one and the other. Now, personally, I'm going to give you my personal view. The safest to use right now is the decentralized exchange. Why I use centralized, as I've explained earlier, is just for me to change my tokens to fiat. Basically, that's what I use for. I don't, even the futures trading, I don't go into it right now. Because of personal reasons, I don't go into it. So the safest wallets you can use are your Trust wallet, your SafePal, your Metamask, your token pockets, your IM token are the safest. And the next, the most safest wallet you can use is your hardware. That's why I got one for this program, and I'm going to start using it also to keep my funds in. You can see my Binance earlier. I don't have any funds in there. I don't have any funds in there because I don't keep funds in there because it's not safe. We can wake up to a web attack tomorrow that Binance was hacked. It has been happening to other centralized exchanges where some we have issues with their users, a lot of issues, but we've not seen that yet with Binance. But still, we need to be careful and save our funds on decentralized exchange, and also majorly the hardware wallets. If you can't get the Trezor wallets, I think the cheapest option and the cheapest and the safest option is the SafePal wallet, which I got for this webinar.
Awesome. Michael and Anointing, thank you so much for the workshop. I think Nelson also requested you to drop in your Discord handles so that he can continue with the conversation.
Okay, I've dropped my Discord, Andrew. Now, do we have any more question, or do I have any question we've not answered? Do we have anyone we've not answered? Because we are trying to wrap up. Okay.
I want to know if this tutorial can be shared. I mean, the recorded video can be shared so that we can still go through it to see and still want to get acquainted with this tutorial.
Yes, this workshop will be is recorded and it will be uploaded to the Covalent a YouTube channel in the next couple of days. And also, I think Michael and Noiting, if you guys okay, you guys can also share the presentation slides with Nelson as well. Yeah, but yes, Nelson is recorded and it will be uploaded to the Covalent YouTube channel the next couple of days if you want to check back again.
Okay, thank you. Anointed, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. No problem. Do we have any other question? I
think we are good. There's no other questions in the Q&A, and there are no other questions in the chat as well.
All right, that's great. I mean, we did a good job there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Covalent, for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Michael and Norton, thank you again. I learned so much in this workshop as well on things that I also didn't know about despite being in the industry for a couple years now. So thank you so much for the thoroughness and also all the demos. Just like it was so thorough and just like showing us like all the wallets and the exchanges. But thank you everyone. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
It's all right. Thank you. Yeah.